My name is Emma. For most of my adult life I believed I wasn't smart enough for college. That belief followed me everywhere. When people talked about degrees I stayed quiet. When co-workers discussed university memories, I smiled politely and changed the subject. And every time I wondered what my life could have been, I remembered the rejection letter I supposedly received at 18. At least, that's what my mother-in-law always reminded me. According to her, college simply wasn't meant for me. I married her son Daniel when I was 24. From the beginning she loved comparing me to other women. My friend's daughter is a lawyer. My neighbor's daughter just finished medical school. Everyone is meant for academics. That last sentence was her favorite. At first I ignored it, but after hearing it for years I started believing it. The strange thing was that I had worked incredibly hard in high school. My grades were good. My teachers encouraged me to apply to several universities. I even remembered feeling hopeful after sending my applications. Then one day a letter arrived. I opened it, read it, and cried. It said I hadn't been accepted. After that I stopped dreaming about college. Life moved on. 12 years later, Daniel and I bought an older house. The property included a large attic filled with boxes left by previous owners. One rainy Saturday I decided to clean it. Hours passed. Dust covered everything. Then I noticed an old wooden trunk tucked behind a beam. Inside were photographs, magazines, and several yellowed envelopes. One envelope caught my attention immediately. My name was written across the front, Emma Carter, my maiden name. My heart skipped. The envelope was from the university I had applied to 12 years earlier, the same university that supposedly rejected me. My hands started shaking. Slowly I opened it and stared. The first line changed everything. Congratulations, we are pleased to offer you admission. I froze, read it again, then again. It wasn't a rejection, it was an acceptance letter. I sat down on the attic floor, completely stunned. For 12 years I had believed I wasn't accepted, but the university had accepted me. Someone had hidden the letter. The question was simple. Who? That evening I showed Daniel. His face turned pale. Are you sure this is real? I handed him the letter. The original date was clearly visible, so was the university seal. Daniel stared at it for a long time. Then he said something that made my stomach drop. My mother handled all the mail back then. I looked up. What? When you lived with us after high school? She checked every letter that came into the house. Suddenly old memories returned, the strange look on her face when the university letter arrived, her insistence that she would bring it to me, her constant comments afterward. A terrible possibility formed in my mind. The next day we visited her. At first she denied everything. Then Daniel placed the acceptance letter on the table. The room became silent. Her expression changed immediately. She recognized it. I could see it. Mom, Daniel said quietly, tell us the truth. For nearly a minute she said nothing. Finally she sighed and confessed. 12 years earlier she had opened the letter before giving it to me. When she saw the acceptance she panicked. She believed I would leave town. She believed Daniel and I would never end up together, so she hid the acceptance letter. Then she created a fake rejection letter using an old computer template. I felt sick. One decision, one selfish decision, had changed the direction of my entire life. I was protecting my son, she whispered. Daniel stood up immediately. No, you were controlling him. The first time in years she had no response. A week later something unexpected happened. Daniel contacted the university. We explained everything. The admissions office couldn't change the past, but they were fascinated by the story. One advisor encouraged me to apply as an adult student. At first I laughed. I was 30, I worked full-time. The idea seemed ridiculous. Then I remembered something. For 12 years I had lived according to someone else's lie. Maybe it was time to live according to the truth. 6 months later I sat in my first college classroom. I was older than many students, but I didn't care. Every lecture felt like reclaiming something that had been stolen. My mother-in-law watched it happen every semester. Every exam, every achievement. And for the first time she stopped talking about what I couldn't do. 3 years later I graduated. Daniel sat in the front row, so did his mother. When my name was called she started crying. After the ceremony she handed me a small note. It contained only one sentence. Stole 12 years from your dream and I'm sorry. I folded the note carefully and put it in my pocket. Because some apologies can't erase the past, but they can finally tell the truth. And sometimes the truth arrives 12 years late, but it arrives anyway.